everybody, it's Max with Crypto Talk Now. On today's Jasmy video, we're going to get into a couple things. One is going to be how Jasmy acquired new technology patent for security using a second key. And then on top of that, we're going to get into some of the recent developments in regards to Jasmy's grant program, that new particular shortlist. So let's go ahead and jump into that right now. And if anything, I want to show you guys this first, actually. It comes from Manila Will. And he posts, Steve Jobs knew that patents are what make the tech giants dominate. And I couldn't agree more with that statement. He posts, Jasmy's now looking for far bigger than what he imagined. Jasmy, IoT, as an Internet of Things, and so on. Here's the original post from Steve Jobs. Quote, and boy, have we patented. First announcement of the iPhone at Macworld 2006. On top of that, look at this tweet from Hara. States, new technology patent for security using a second key. It took us about 3 years to get it because we originally tried to get it very broadly. Blockchain is supporting technology for improving security, but as a patent, it can be an ace striker. As of course, this diagram gives you an idea of how this is all broken down and so on, right? And if anything, there it is. But what is this all about? Do we have more info in regards to that? Yeah, we do. Let's jump into that. So, as you can see right here, there's a few things that are basically mentioned. Number one, how it came from the PR Times. They are a press release and news release distribution service. This was originally posted roughly a couple days ago, give or take. Jasmy acquires new technology patent, like I mentioned, for security using second key, expansion of implementation and realization of robust security solutions through cooperation with blockchain services. Mentions a few of these particular ones, but one key thing is Kazumasa Sato. And of course, it states that they're trying to provide basically platforms and solutions for Internet of Things, and they announced that originally back on March 1st, and we did cover that in regards to previous videos. You're more than welcome to take more of a deeper dive into that if you like. But one of the things I want to mention to you guys is how it mentions the new technology patent related to security using the second key and how they're exhibiting that here soon. Basically, how soon? Well, literally right now. As we speak, that Tokyo Blockchain Expo that's in spring, which is now, it runs from May 10th to the 12th. So you got to keep in mind, while it feels like today is May 11th, in Tokyo, Japan, it's literally the 12th because they're about a day ahead of us, 18 hours or so, maybe even more. So very well, maybe by this weekend or next week, we should get some more information, hopefully some footage in regards to this. It says, by linking this new technology with blockchain service provided by our company, a strong security solution will be realized. We will expand the implementation to the PCs and Internet of Things equipment products we provide, and provide even safer, more secure platforms and services. Here's the patent number. We showed you guys in the past in regards to the actual patent information and so on. We took a deeper dive. We found some of the information on Reddit, for instance, outlined Hyperledger Fabric. By the way, in the previous video that was released in regards to the emergency conference, you even heard Hara mention and confirming that they do in fact use Hyperledger Fabric, like I also confirmed and showed you guys before as well. The development background. In the past, like they mentioned, terminal log information, including some personal information, was sometimes saved without strong encryption processing. However, due to this current spread of IoT, the importance of this log information is increasing. Therefore, our company recorded terminal log information on the blockchain, invented a new generation method. Think about this. Invented? They just didn't like copy and paste something else? No, they invented a new key generation method. and worked to develop a secure storage method for log information. At the end of the day, I mean, think about where they're at in Japan. So for one, they're the first of blockchain projects or, crypto related projects in Japan. Hence why they're called the Bitcoin of Japan. That's the only reason why. And they invented this new particular key generation method that helps them stand out. You better believe that. That right there is what, guys? That's innovation. Now, new technology details. A program using this technology and a terminal device on which the program is installed create multiple second keys using information created from the first key and multiple specified software, and use those keys as the second key. If a log containing work details is recorded, it will be possible to record the log encrypted using the first or second key on the blockchain. And of course, I showed you guys this figure before. This is the one that Hara tweeted up basically about. But it goes on to mention, in addition, it is also possible to create a second key using the first key and user information or terminal information, encrypted basically the log showing the work content on the terminal device using the second key and record on the blockchain. Of course, here's another figure. This is Japanese, but you can get the gist of it. In addition, when information encrypted using a predetermined private key is written to the blockchain from the administrator's side, it is requested to receive the predetermined key, or I should say public key, and the first or second key and decrypt the information, it is assumed. In addition to the conventional mechanism that authenticates users' terminals from servers, this technology, think about this, here's a key highlight, can also be applied to server authentication from user terminals. That's original in itself. That's also what? An advancement through innovation. This will be in the future. We will expand the implementation to the PCs and IoT equipment products we provide and provide even safer and more secure platforms and services. How about this? What about the utilization of the Jasmy Secure PC? I know this is like the educational side of it, but you gotta keep in mind, it's the one thing for Binance to basically state that, Jasmy is thrown into the innovation zone. There's an old saying, DYOR, do your own research. Do they really have anybody doing their own research on some of this stuff? I don't know. Makes me really question it. Shout out to Jesse, KIR Finance. He basically mentioned that too. So, processing of device operation records on Jasmy Secure PC, processing of confidential information and authentication logs at the time of user authentication, including biometric authentication. And we did a deep dive in regards to why that's so significant. With these smart cities, they're going to be tracking all this stuff. Here in the United States, we might not agree with it. You got to keep in mind, there is supply and demand for this technology in the Far East or other regions of the world. Log management in the editing and delivery of important information in applications such as wall applications. Jasmy Secure PC is software for personal computers that use a proprietary blockchain technology to create a safe and comfortable work environment for telework and mobile work. And we know the definition of blockchain. We're not going to get into that. But I'm not getting into all this either, but like it says, Jasmy Corporation, a company that develops and provides IoT platforms. But, most importantly, innovative IoT platforms, right? That's one of the key takeaways from this. I want to jump also to this right here. And, it gives you an idea of the Jasmy Secure PC agent screen. At the end of the day, this shows us in Japanese, but you got to keep in mind that the Jasmy Secure PC is going to have an English version that is released. They're trying to reach a more broader base in the world. That in itself is innovation. There's an explanation of the consortium type Web3 services or solutions for democratization of data. Jasmy will explain the consortium type Web3 service solutions provided by Jasmy on the stage in the booth. One of those consortium types is definitely Hyperledger Fabric. And again, that was even confirmed from Hara himself, even though we did a deep dive reporting just that in regards to the patent. I would imagine he might have already explained that today, since they're a day ahead. It states we will explain what kind of efforts we are currently making using blockchain technology for the democratization of data that we are aiming for while introducing actual cases. At the end of the day, I mean, whether it's in Japanese, English, whatever language, people want to hear about the real world use cases. And this event in Tokyo is a institutional type, only event. So you better believe those institutions want to hear what the real utility is. So Jasmy is going to have to bring their A game. And last I saw, when it comes to Japanese culture, they're all about bringing just that, their A game. Jasmy's blockchain solution is used in the business scene. They're going to introduce more in detail the blockchain-based services provided by Jasmy at their booth. They have a lineup of solutions such as the Jasmy Secure PC, like we mentioned before, which saves and manages operation logs during telework and protects materials on your PC when you go out, hence the PDL, which utilizes personal data. Utilizing the collaboration with companies, they provide services such as home call center entry/exit management and the Seigen Tosu fan token. They also plan to collaborate with Kyushu University Urban Research Center to provide blockchain technology for carbon neutral initiatives. And we'll take a moment to reflect, or at least introduce, a particular new carbon credit or carbon tracking system that has been selected for the ecosystem, or at least a participant. It might not be a finalist, but we'll show you that here on this outline. All right, so this is of course going on as we speak, May 10th through the 12th. You gotta keep in mind they're a day ahead. I'm gonna jump to a little bit of what we have here. So originally, this was reported back on April 11th, Jasmy grant connecting Jasmy ecology with ideas, and even when we get into some of this, I know I highlighted innovation, but the way I look at it is, like it says right here, given Japan's proactive national policy and the new AI layout as the growth boost, Jasmy in 2023 is much more likely to become the source. Listen to that for a second. The source, not just one of many, the source of a new round of innovation and profitability again. Hello, Binance. Why aren't you paying attention to this, right? Hello, CZ. He probably doesn't have time. I don't know. I'm not making excuses for him. But it does get pretty frustrating when you see some of the outline of what they have for innovation, to say the least. Therein, Jasmy grant connecting projects with capital is destined to become an increasingly important link to the Jasmy ecology. In 2023, it's worth keeping track of that promising Jasmy ecology with growth dividends that will possibly be off the beaten track, whether it will become a hit as scheduled or not. That's the whole key thing. I mean, you said this many times on the live show. I've also said this on many recorded videos. All they need is one to be a hit, right? One rising star to hit it out of the park. Perfect example, literally right in, writing, plain as day. I want to show you this. This was reported 3 days ago. And this is, of course, towards the end of our particular outline for today. Jasmy grant program posted on their Jasmy Medium, shortlisted for the grant pool number 2. So, it says in the past months, Jasmy grant launched 6 projects and basically got a total of 3,416,403 Jasmy votes. Right now, it's still locked at 520,457 Jasmy on the ETH chain. Some of the figures you see here, as well as BNB. They're thrilled to announce JVP Protocol got 1,313,414 Jasmy votes and is basically the first winner project on the Jasmy grant. Thanks for everybody's, of course, support, right? But here's some key things I want to show you guys, all right? The main key highlight of the ones that we're going to introduce to you, if you're not aware of it, is this one. Like it says, ACG, the world's largest online theme park. Think about that for a moment. The world's largest online theme park, and it's literally going to be built into the Jasmy ecosystem. Well, it could be. It has to become, of course, a finalist, and so on. They have to select them, right? There's other big blockchain projects to do the same thing, right? Shout out to Stellar. It has to be handpicked, right? Some will make the cut and some won't. In my opinion, this one makes the cut. I already reviewed some of the other ones prior to making this video. Now, in regards to this one, all right, The name ACG was coined from the initials of anime, comic, and game, which are subcultures that Japan is proud of and known for around the world. ACG Worlds will build the world's largest online theme park in Web3 by utilizing blockchain and metaverse technologies based on various IPs from Japan and also other countries. Listen to this for a second. Based on the decentralized concept, users can not only enjoy the contents, but also play and earn money in the virtual space if it were real. As creators of original games, avatars, items, etc., as residents of the metaverse world, as competitors, as business people, etc., you can play and earn in the virtual space as if it were reality. That's pretty original. And on top of that, being labeled the world's largest online theme park, I'm immediately thinking of, well, my favorite theme parks, or actually my favorite place to go, period. Disneyland. Absolutely love it, right? I miss it. I want to go there again here soon, to be honest. So check this out. And, we're going to jump into just that ACG world. And we'll show you, of course, some of the other mentions as well. Here it is. This is ACG Worlds, and it's an anime metaverse platform. So to a sense, when you hear about, hey, is Jasmy going to develop a metaverse? The answer basically is yes, through a project that is looking to get the become a finalist, to get the green light, if you will, to continue to build on their ecosystem. Here it is. So I went further into this, and there's even some, like, I guess you could say some music, but I can't play it. Unfortunately, if I do, we'll probably get the copyright strike. But I mean, it's just okay music. It's not like, oh my gosh, out of the park type music. But like it says right here, the world's largest high graphics online theme park for Web3. Now, of course, we don't have a live demo of, all this moving around and so on, but their site in general definitely took the cake compared to some of the other grants program projects currently speaking. All right. So I decided to go further into this. And as I go down, there's a quick little trailer on this. I have to mute it, unfortunately, because, again, I don't want the copyright strike thing. But we're going to play this real quick. Here we go. And it just kind of just shows it, just a little tease, if you will. I mean, I don't think it really shows the in-game play, or should you say in-game play? In-game, or I always gonna say in-game play. I'm a gamer, so bear with me. But at least they give you like a little bit of a trailer. It says the name ACG is acronym for, like I mentioned before. How about this, guys? It says users not only enjoy content as visitors, but also as creators of of original games, art, avatars, etc., as contestants, as residents of the metaverse world, playing and earning money in the real world of virtual space. I mean, I might have said it before, but there's a reiteration of just that. I'm gonna go further down. Strengths of ACG Metaverse. In the ACG Metaverse, not only can you enjoy anime, manga. I don't even know what manga is, to be honest. When I think of manga, I think of mango with an A. I'm oblivious when it comes to a lot of anime stuff. I'll be honest. It just was never really my thing. But I realized a lot of people, it's your thing. And game content, representing Japan with the highest quality, high graphics in the metaverse industry. You can also interact with other users and create your own content. That's pretty darn cool. If you go more into it, yeah, they even have a docs team. That's good in itself, right? So the people you see here, I'm not going to pronounce all their names, but you could definitely see. And they have some of the backgrounds. You can even go to like Indeed. You check out their Twitter. You have YouTube. Some of these guys have Instagram. See how they have different profiles. Like this lady right here, she's old school. She goes with Facebook. Shout out to her with the old school. All right. How about this? They have a roadmap. Obviously, we finished Q1 2023. Community building website 2.0 version available. Metaverse theme park closed beta. Content editor development, game editor development, NFT sales, land map design. Q2, which is what we're in right now, says game community collaboration, metaverse theme park, open beta. So if you're wanting to try this, since it's an open beta, you can look more into this. So basically, I would imagine you follow them on Twitter, you take more of your own deeper dive. And it says it's the first official game, closed and open beta. There's land sales, kind of like a lot of metaverse ones, right? You got to own so much of, for instance, the a particular token, was a utility one, and so on. I imagine that would be the case with this. Is that tied into Jasmy as far as how much you have to own? That I don't know. Again, look more into it. Yeah, keep in mind. I mean, this is a project trying to get approval to be a finalist to build on the Jasmy ecosystem. So I imagine they're not going to have that where you have to own so much Jasmy. I'm just going to throw that out there. To me, that kind of makes sense. Quarter 3, the game guild, building, right? Closed an open beta of 2 games. There's a scene editor demo release and a game editor demo release. So that's cool. At the end of the day, you got to give people tools to build. I like that, especially as a gamer. One thing I couldn't stand is back in the day, 2000, was it 2009, 2008, something like that. Activision dropping support for, an SDK, software development kit, or MDK, mod development kit for AAA games. With Metaverse and being decentralized and so on, they understand that you got to give the community tools to build. And it's a win-win. People want to have custom characters and stuff like that. They're not going to be able to do that if it's from a centralized authority that, is not going to give you anything to, make adjustments or make your own creations. Quarter 4, 2023, scene editor and game editor closed beta. Now they have partners, right? And some of these ones, let's face it, we don't really know who most of these are, but I guess they're popular in Japan. I have obviously heard of Hyperpay. You gotta keep in mind, recently there was news in regards to Hyperpay for Jasmy. They mentioned like, what is Web3? We know about some of these things, right? And of course you could do inquiries, but if anything, my main key takeaway was this site was the most impressive. This is the one that stood out the most for me in regards to the grant program projects. Now, there's more, of course, in regards to the shortlist, and I want to show you some of these ones right here. Like there's, for instance, exciting news 10 hours ago reported about Ed O'Hagan, if I pronounced it right, proud to be part of the grant program. Their goal is to work together with Jasmy to build a thriving ecosystem. You can look more into that. That one didn't really stand out for me, but some of these other ones that definitely stood out for me. I'll show you this. Dango, not so much. I'm not bashing it. I mean, it's just not my thing. I think they need to obviously do a little more on their website and so on, right? But this thing about the carbon footprints, it says it's an innovative project dedicated to promoting green mobility and aims to reduce carbon emissions by incentivizing users to adopt a low carbon travel lifestyle. By integrating blockchain technology, eco-gaming elements, and IoT devices, Carbon Footprints provides a unique platform for users to earn rewards for adopting green mobility. The concept sounds like something that would be a finalist. You could totally see that this would be something that a smart city, somebody that has an app on their iPhone or Android would use something like this. Is this going to be popular here in the United States? No, nobody's probably going to use this for the most part, right? Let's just be honest. But over there could very well be the case. So I will show you just a tad bit of what this is. And I'm going to take you straight to their site. And you got to keep in mind, everything here is kind of brand new. I don't know why this is not loading up right now. That's weird. Give me just a second. Maybe they're updating their site. Yeah, I guess they're probably doing their site down for maintenance, but it was up earlier. But like it says right here, every step counts. Join Carbon Footprints and turn walking, cycling, and other green trips into a game tokens and rewards while reducing your own carbon footprint. And of course, I know you can't see right now, but it kind of shows you the app. At the end of the day, this wasn't one of the ones that grabbed my attention. It was AGC World, this one, that basically did instead, because if anything, it's technically speaking, it's a Jasmy Metaverse platform. I mean, what's there really not to be excited about? We understand there's quite a few different, Metaverse platforms, right? Whether it's Shiba Inus or Metapolis or, XDC's Meta Blocks and so on. But there could be unique experiences in each and every Metaverse platform. I want people to understand that who are oblivious to some of this stuff. I don't mean that as disrespect, but that's the reality you gotta look at. You gotta look at each of these metaverses, in my opinion, kind of like how you view a video game. Are you going to just experience one video game? Are you just going to play The Legend of Zelda and that's it? Are you just going to play Call of Duty and that's it? You're not going to play some Battlefield? Are you just going to play World of Warcraft and you're not going to play maybe Dungeons and Dragons? The point is, there's going to be multiple metaverses that people are going to play on, and each one may have its very own unique experience. Could this be like the most unique experience in which brings in a wave of adoption because in Japan they love this? Could very well be. And if it ends up being a star platform, and especially having Jasmy being on that platform as part of their economy, their virtual economy, that could be absolutely huge for us as Jasmy holders. All right. So in closing, I just wanted to show you guys some of this stuff. And if anything, keep you updated in regards to what's going on in Jasmy. At the end of the day, the way I look at it is this. There's a lot of innovative concepts here and programs and organizations that are looking to build upon the Jasmy ecosystem. That in itself sounds pretty darn innovative to me. So with that said, like, comment, subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you like a live show, we have a very welcoming community here at CTN in which we would love to have you join us on the live show. It's at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific. On behalf of myself, Larry, and the rest of the CTN network crew, thank you for watching today's video. Have a blessed day, everybody. We'll see you on the next one.